Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Slayer, of course. I am Chris Chaos here with your Payback 411, or aka the Payback review. Payback was a very good pay-per-view. But before I get into that, I just want to state how extremely surprised I was at how this pay-per-view turned out. There were several moments throughout the whole thing that really got me. I'll get into that. Basically, what I want to do is I'm just going to run through the pay-per-view. I mean, I'm going to go through my likes and everything later. I just want to run through it real quick. Jericho beating Kevin Owens for the United States title was a complete shock to me. We all know, everybody that's watching this right now knows that Jericho is leaving to go tour with Ozzy. We all know that, because if you're watching this video, chances are you listen to the podcast, his podcast, and you know that he has dates coming up with Ozzy and he's going back on tour, and I think they're about to release a new record and everything, and I'm completely happy for Jericho. I'm glad he's doing all that, but you just don't expect him to beat Kevin Owens, because they make a big deal about the winners going to SmackDown, but then, okay, Jericho's going to go to SmackDown now, but he's only going to be there for a month, and then he's gone. I assume, again, you should never assume, but anyway, it was phenomenal. The one finger thing again, which was pretty good. I was thinking going into the match, that stood out to me as the one thing from their WrestleMania match that was like really over, and I was hoping that they wouldn't do it, and they did it again. Now that's fine. I hope that they just don't do it again. That needs to be like something really special that only gets done every so often. The one finger on the rope. But anyway, the Cruiserweight title, Aries wins by DQ. I don't know where they're going to go with this story. I feel like now they're going to have a third match. They're going to have to. They have to continue this. They can't just kill it here. I was hoping that it would die here. But with, either way, they were probably going to have another match. I mean, I don't think it's good for Austin Aries to lose to Neville twice clean on pay-per-view. 2 times in a row on a pay-per-view is not. I don't think it does anything for him, and he's just now coming to the main roster, so I don't think that's good. But they want to keep the title on Neville, and that's the way they want to go about it. So we just have to go with it. I'll be interested to see what goes on tomorrow night on Raw, and then even on 205 Live on Tuesday. The tag titles. The Hardys win. Jeff Hardy gets a tooth knocked out, which I've been there. I've been there. That brings me to this. For those of you that have ever looked at any of my pictures that I post on social or see some of my videos, and you notice the unevenness of my teeth, my front 2 top teeth, I'm gonna go into something here. If you notice, this tooth is shorter than this one. This tooth is fake. It's been fake for many years. There was a match I had as a 3-way dance in Tupelo, Mississippi, and during the match, it was the light heavyweight title match, I think it was. I got kicked square in the face by a guy who claimed to me after the fact that he was a field goal kicker in high school, which wasn't but about probably 3 or 4 years removed, I think, from. Anyway, regardless of it wasn't, he was or wasn't, he kicked the hell out of me, and it knocked that tooth out, which was already fake, and it chipped and broke this one, and it's been. That was done probably in 2008, and I still haven't had it fixed because I don't want to. I don't want to have it fixed. Eventually, I'm going to have to get it fixed. But I just kind of smile and nod to Jeff because that crown, for those of you who don't know, when you get a crown put in your mouth, they're basically cementing it in your mouth. It's not supposed to come out. There's no, it's supposed to be there. And I've got kicked in the mouth a couple of times since when I was wrestling, since I got this new one put in. Of course, you pay, $1,000, or I did at the time, to get it done. It's kind of unnerving when you get kicked there. I'm sure The Miz goes through that with some of his that are now got knocked out after AJ did his last year. But regardless, I know how Jeff Hardy feels. And I'm actually surprised with Jeff being Jeff that this hasn't happened. I don't think this has ever happened to him in his career, which is odd considering this is Jeff freaking Hardy we're talking about. But anyway, I love the attack after the match. A heel Sheamus and Cesaro is going to be money. Money. I love it. I think it's a good move. It's something fresh for them. And going forward, if you watch Raw Talk, which I just got through watching 20 minutes ago or so, you notice how heelish they were, but how it wasn't they did a 180, but it wasn't, we're such good guys, and then all of a sudden, I hate you, Jeff. It was done so well. I can't explain it. You're just going to have to go watch Raw Talk. But I love it going forward. And I assume that they're going to have more matches. There I go assuming again, that they're going to have more matches. The women's title, another shocker. Alexa Bliss beats Bayley, which wasn't a shocker, actually, because a lot of people were predicting, that I heard about anyway, were predicting that Alexa was going to win. I said on my podcast that I put up last night, which if you didn't listen to it, I'm sorry, it was kind of last minute, which a lot of things yesterday were last minute. But please go to SoundCloud, search Chris Chaos, and you'll find it. Please at least listen to some of my thoughts going in. I did give kind of a breakdown of Payback and give what I thought would happen. And I thought that Alexa would win because, as stupid as it sounds, it was Bayley's hometown. And champions in their hometown have a horrible record. Win-loss record. And it just is what it is. It's been that way for years. It was Alexa's time. Being the first woman to hold both brands' women's titles is really, it's really good. I knew that New Day, once they got in the mix on SmackDown, whenever Kofi comes back from his injury, they're going to get the titles over there. That's without question. And you just assume naturally that Bray is going to get the Universal title at some point, however that's going to transpire. But to do it this quick with Alexa makes a big statement. A big statement. And it was really interesting how it played out. And she is so good at what she does. 5 feet of fury. I swear to God, I love every inch of that 5-footed woman. I swear to you, I do. Seth Rollins getting the win over Samoa Joe. For those that watched and really paid attention, Samoa Joe's shoulder was up. That should be key going into Raw. Maybe they'll make a deal out of it. They should. Now, Strowman Reigns. Listen, Roman Reigns sold like a champ for Braun Strowman. It was phenomenal. It was remarkable. Roman worked those injuries better probably than I've seen anybody do. And I, for one, can't wait to see how much more this goes. Braun Strowman gets the win, and he should have got the win. He needs a win. They're going to build Roman Reigns for Brock Lesnar eventually. I hope and pray to God that it doesn't last until WrestleMania next year. But the rumors are that's the way it's going to go. Who knows? We'll just have to see. I can't wait to watch Raw tomorrow. I would have loved to have seen Strowman absolutely just kill Roman Reigns, but he didn't do it. That little backstage thing they did at the beginning of Raw Talk after the pay-per-view was quite hilarious, where Strowman, "I'm not finished with you yet," again, and Roman moves and he barrels through the ambulance door. The door goes flying off and he goes flying into some boxes that are neatly stacked up along a wall that aren't so neat anymore. By the way, I also thought that while Roman was scratching and clawing his way back to the back to get into the ambulance because he was going to walk out on his own, him bleeding, I assume it was fake blood, but him spitting it up on the wall is just a fantastic visual for the presentation of it. So that was done very, very well. I thought the main event was phenomenal. And so that way, now I have covered every match on the show. Yes, I covered every match on the show. No comment. So, for now, I will say deuces, as always. I will catch you guys tomorrow night. I will live tweet Raw. Follow me at The Answer Chaos. Go to my Facebook page if you want. You know, I've been getting a lot more likes on my Facebook page. I don't have like maybe 30 or 40 likes, but if I can get to 100, then maybe I'll actually start using it. How about that? And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the page here, you get all the lovely videos that I put out pretty regularly. And make sure to go to SoundCloud and like my page on SoundCloud. That way you get all the audio chaos. The audio of chaos. Or the pod of chaos. Listen in, man. I'm Chaos, and you're not. Catch you later.